Hey, it's the Nerdy Sports Fan! We're going through the NFL schedule and predicting win-loss records for every team, starting with the AFC East. Now, we're into the Dolphins. This ain't gonna be pretty, Fins fans. Sorry. At the Ravens, that's a loss. The Ravens are a tough team. They've got an experienced head coach. They're further along in the development of this roster surrounding a young quarterback. The Dolphins just aren't cohesive yet, and an experienced head coach is going to take advantage of that. Against the Patriots at home, they're going to lose because Patriots, Belichick, against his former assistants, they always win. Okay? It's not even close. So, doesn't bode well for Dolphins in that light. At the Cowboys, they're going to lose. The Cowboys are a much deeper offensive team than people give them credit for. I understand it's a big three sort of situation, but yeah, that's with the addition of Witten enough to keep a lot of teams off balance, and their defense is just good enough to dominate bad offensive staff teams like the Dolphins. So versus the Chargers are going to beat the crap out of a lot of teams. And the Dolphins' only advantage this early in the season at home is the weather. Well, the Chargers have a lot of heat to deal with back home too, so they'll be fine, and the Dolphins are going to take an L. They have a bye week, and then they come back going against Washington. Washington they're going to beat because it's one of the few teams that have a less cohesive thought process for the roster than the Dolphins do right now. The Washington is traditionally poorly managed. Miami's just been poorly managed more recently. And hopefully with some New England blood in there, that'll fix itself. At the Bills, they're going to lose. The Bills have the third year of their process. They have a second-year quarterback in the second year of the same offense. They fixed the offensive line. None of these things qualify on the Dolphins side. So there's a lot of old school football philosophy leaning towards the Bills winning against the Dolphins handily. At the Steelers, you're going to lose. Don't overanalyze it, okay? Ben Roethlisberger will not lose to a team that has this many holes on it. They're just more cohesive in Pittsburgh. And versus the Jets, going to lose. Adam Gase is not going to lose to his former team this year. He will not allow it. He's got a better team to support him doing it, too, so it'll be relatively easy. At the Colts, you're going to lose. The Colts are a very good team, good defense, great offense, and that doesn't bode well for a young, inexperienced team like the Dolphins. We're going versus the Bills, yeah. Going to lose again. See the previous reasons, okay? They're holding true late in the season, too. At the Browns, you're going to lose. Baker Mayfield is going to tear apart inferior teams this season. A year of development for a guy that already had very good accuracy numbers as a rookie is going to help him just dismantle pro defenses. Now we're going to the Eagles. The Eagles are coming to Miami. Doesn't matter. The Eagles are going to win. They're just a better overall team with an experienced coach, an experienced quarterback now, and a very deep roster. Dolphins don't stand a chance. Now, here's where it starts to get interesting. They're going to lose to the Jets in the second game. It's going to be closer, though. This is where the Dolphins start to get into the development of that New England system brought to them by their new head coach. Against the Giants, gonna win. The Giants are a tire fire, and a lot of teams are going to take advantage of that, including the Dolphins. Against the Bengals, you're going to win. The Bengals are going to be one of the teams competing with the Dolphins for the number one overall pick. And, the Bengals are probably going to win out in that one, but not in this game. And at the Patriots, you're going to win. The Patriots are going to have a very good record by now. and they're just going to be overlooking teams. So it's not that huge of a deal, but yeah, a good win at the end of the season for a young developing team will help this new head coach develop the Dolphins next season. They'll have a high draft pick. They'll be able to figure out what Rosen is this season. These are all good things. Next year, the year after, those are the targets for this team, because if you were paying attention, this is 4 wins for you this year.